Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to learn about the four main directions, how people used to find out direction during olden times, about oceans and continents. In the previous class, you have learned about the shape of the earth, globe, map, and the difference between both of them. I hope all of you are clear with the content that we have learned in the last class. Today, I'm going to teach you with the help of a PPT presentation. I want all of you to have a look onto the screen, which I'm going to share now. So, before we go to oceans and continents, I want to ask you, what is a map? I think all of you have learned about a map. So, what is a map? A map is a drawing or presentation on a flat surface of all or part of the Earth's surface, showing continents, countries, bodies of water, cities, mountains, etc. In general, a map is a drawing of an Earth or a part of it on a flat surface. You have learned this in the previous class. Now you can have a look at the world map in which it is clearly mentioned that the blue parts are the oceans and the brown color shown as the continent. Now let's have a look at the continents and oceans. The main idea for today is you will learn the names of all the 7 continents and the 5 oceans. What is a continent? A continent is a division of land on the earth. It can also include pieces of land such as islands. The earth's total land mass is about 29.2% of its total surface. That means on the surface of earth, only 29.2% we have land. The rest is completely in water. So very small portion of earth is only covered with land. Continent can also be said as large areas of land or large land masses are called as continents. There are 7 continents in the order of their size: Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe, and Australia. Here you can see all these continents which are seen on Earth. The first one is Asia. Asia is the largest and the most populous continent with more than 4 billion people. It is surrounded by the Arctic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, and the Indian Ocean. The Himalayas are the world's highest mountains, which are in the continent Asia. India alone has 30 official languages, and India is a part of the Asian continent. Hundreds of languages are spoken here in India. Taj Mahal, Bali Island, and the Great Wall of China are the place of attraction in the Asian continent. Then comes Africa. Africa is the continent where all of us are at present. With 54 countries, Africa is the second largest and the second most populated continent. It is surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Red Sea, and the Mediterranean Sea. Algeria is the largest country in Africa. Nile is the longest river in the world which flows through the continent of Africa. The Sahara in the North Africa is the largest hot desert. Victoria Falls and Mauritius are the place of importance in Africa. The third continent is North America and is the third largest continent and has 23 countries. It is surrounded by the Arctic Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, and the Pacific Ocean. The United States is the richest country in North America. Niagara Falls and Disneyland are the place of importance in North America. Next one is South America, which is surrounded by the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. Amazon River, Atacama Desert, Amazon River Basin, and Angel Falls are the place of importance in South America. Then comes Antarctica. Antarctica is surrounded by the Southern Ocean. and it is the windiest, driest, and least populated on Earth. Antarctica is a home to few research stations which is run by various countries across the world. It is the tallest and heaviest of all living penguin species and is endemic to Antarctica. Next is Europe. Europe is the world's third most populous continent with 50 countries. Russia is the largest and Vatican City is smallest. Big Ben and Eiffel Tower are the place of importance in Europe. The last continent is Australia. Australia or Oceania is the smallest continent on Earth. The important places are Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, Darwin, Canberra. Kangaroo and koala are the animals that are found in Australia. Opera House and Alps are the important in Australia. Then comes oceans. An ocean is a large body of salt water that covers the earth. The ocean surrounds the continents. Water covers approximately 70.8% of the earth's surface, mostly in the form of oceans. So, an ocean is a very large body of water that covers the earth. So, earlier you have seen the land is only very small portion on the earth's surface. So it is the water that is covered in most places on the planet Earth. So there are 5 oceans. They are Arctic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, and the Southern Ocean. Now, how can we find direction on the earth? Or what are the 4 main directions? The 4 main directions on earth are north, south, east, and west. The North Pole is at the top. As you can see in the image, the North Pole is at the top and the South Pole is at the bottom. We locate places on a map using these 4 directions, that is north, south, east, and west. In earlier times, sailors used a compass to find their way while sailing. When the sailors go out to the sea or when they are going from one place to another, they use a compass which helps them to find the direction. A compass actually looks like a watch and it has a needle which always points towards the north. So once you know where the north is, it's quite easy to find all the other directions. So if you want to have a look at the compass, you can ask your father or mother to show the compass which is inbuilt in all the phones. If you open the compass, you can see the needle always points towards the north. If you keep the phone in any direction, the needle will only turn towards the north, which makes it easier to find the other directions. I hope all of you are clear with this. But before concluding this, I want to tell you about horizon and also coast. What is a horizon? Horizon means when the sky appears to meet the land or sea, that is called as a horizon. And what is a coast? A coast is when the land meets the sea. Then it is called as a coast. I hope all of you are clear with the topics taught today. See you in the next class. Thank you all of you and have a nice day.